All right, y'all. Welcome to this week's session of Your Pathway. Are y'all enjoying these at your own pace videos? If you're enjoying this, like, comment below. What do you enjoy about it? Um, because we want to make sure as a collective that what we are producing, what we are giving is actually of value, to those who are receiving it. Because we know it's of value to us, right? That's why we're doing it. But we want to make sure that this is of value to you. So show us that you are enjoying these videos, that you appreciate this labor of love from us. Again, like, share, comment below. Let's get into this week's session. I am so glad that you have joined us and honestly allowed us to join you in this moment of self care. Really hope that you are excited for this time, that you look forward to taking this time to yourself because it is so vital to our overall health and well being. So, no matter if you are to yourself or you are sharing this space with others, this session flow helps you to, stay on track if you're anything like me and get easily distracted, helps you to bring it back to center and keep going until you complete this task, until you fully embrace and get all of what you need out of this time. So, of course, before we start, we always do two things. We set our intentions in the space and we recite our affirming mantra. So, setting our intentions for this space and this moment in time, we want to be kind to ourselves and to anyone else that we are sharing this space with. We want to be respectful of what comes up when it comes to all of the recovery and wellness pathways. In this time, you may discover something that is new to you, or you may have heard something that is new to you. Even if you don't agree with it, respect it, because what works for one may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for another. In that same line of respect differences in experience and opinion when it comes to others. And when it comes to yourself, respect the different experiences that you have had up until this moment that have shaped you and your perspective and how you respond to the things that happen around you and to you, for you, etc., throughout life. And of course, we want to lead with listening and love. Sometimes we're talking too much, even when we are by ourselves. Sometimes we are talking too much to truly listen and hear what if you are in tune with your ancestors and what the ancestors are saying, if you have a higher power as part of your spiritual practice, maybe you are having a tough time feeling connected and hearing from them because you are not taking the time to listen. And maybe, just maybe, you are guilty, as many of us are, of not listening to ourselves, not listening to our bodies when our bodies are trying to tell us that we need rest, that we need water, that we need nutritious food. All right? So always lead with listening and with love. Now, to fully open the space, we want to recite this affirming mantra. If you are with a group, say it once, just so folks can hear it, know what it is. and then say it again together. It's ideal to obviously have this on a screen where everyone can see and read. If you are to yourself, regardless of where you are, I'm going to take my time and say this so that you can repeat it quietly or softly to yourself. I feel safe in this space. I give myself permission to feel, to be vulnerable, and to be my most authentic self. All right, now that we have officially opened up the space, it's time to check in. All right. How you living? How you feeling? How you what? Okay. So take a moment to check in with yourself or those who are sharing this space with you and see how you are feeling in this moment. How do you feel in your body, your mind, your spirit? You can pause here to take as much time as you need in order to check in. And before you wrap up check in, I want you to think about these things. How did it make you feel to be asked how you feel? Did that feel good? Did it make you feel some type of way? Did it make you feel uncomfortable? Did you realize that, you know what, nobody really asked me how I feel? And before moving on, I want you to think about, what do you want to get out of this session? Think about maybe something you want to release and leave here in this space. And now let's get into our guided meditation for the day. If you haven't already, get into a comfortable position. If you're on the go or driving, please be safe. Keep your attention where it needs to be, and do your best to be intentional with your breath while listening. Again, if you haven't done so already, if you are able to and feel comfortable, close your eyes and gently take a deep, nourishing breath in through your nose and slowly exhale out of your mouth. Let's begin by noticing the support beneath you: the chair, the bed, the floor, the earth itself. Feel its steadiness, reminding you that despite the noise of the world, you are grounded and secure in this moment. Now, bring your awareness to your breath. Allow each inhale to bring in a sense of calm and clarity. And with each exhale, release tension, worry, and external pressures. Breathe in and out. Find a steady, natural rhythm with your breath. As thoughts about the world, your world, arise, acknowledge them without judgment. Think of them as clouds passing by in the sky. And gently return your focus to your breath. Now imagine a peaceful place within yourself, a sanctuary of calm and resilience. This place exists no matter what happens in the world around you. Picture it in your mind. Maybe it's a quiet forest, a warm room with the sunlight kissing your face. Or maybe it's in the comforting presence of loved ones. Let yourself settle into this inner refuge where you are safe and whole. Inhale peace and exhale any tension or heaviness with each breath. Repeat the following affirmation quietly or softly to yourself. I am grounded no matter what unfolds. I choose peace in the present moment. I am not alone. I am part of something greater. Now let's shift our focus to the feeling of joy. Think about some of your favorite moments of connection, laughter, and hope that have gotten you through challenging times before. Take a moment to visualize something that brings you a deep sense of joy. Perhaps it's that warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of a good kiki with your best friend, or a small random act of kindness you recently experienced. Let this joyful memory expand within you, filling your heart, your entire being with light and warmth. Allow yourself to smile, knowing that joy is always available to you, even in uncertain times. Affirm yourself with these affirmations quietly or silently. I deserve joy even in difficult moments. I will seek and nurture the good around me. Joy is an act of resistance and self-care. Now let's visualize a protective, loving light surrounding our being, shielding us from negativity and overwhelm. This light allows in what serves our well-being and keeps out what drains us. Reminding us that it's okay to step back when needed, to take breaks from the news and social media in order to protect our emotional energy. Allow this last set of affirmations to ground you in joy and resistance. Repeat softly to yourself. I give myself permission to step away when I need to. My emotional health is a priority. I can stay informed without becoming overwhelmed. Before returning to or ending your day, take a moment to reflect on something you're grateful for in this moment. It could be your health, your loved ones, or even the simple ability to breathe deeply. Hold this feeling of gratitude in your heart, knowing that even in times of uncertainty, hope and joy coexist. When you're ready, gently open your eyes if they were closed. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And come back into the space that you were in, carrying this sense of peace and emotional balance with you. Take a deep breath and step forward with renewed strength and clarity. Remember, you can return to this practice anytime you feel overwhelmed by the external world. Prioritizing your well being is not selfish, it's essential. Namaste. All right, all right. I hope that you enjoyed that guided meditation. Um, Today is February 12th, and technically, this particular video was supposed to drop 2 weeks ago at the end of January, okay? But it's recorded now, and it is being published now, and I believe all things happen, honestly, in divine timing, all right? And I believe this needed to be said then and needs to be said again now that joy does coexist in the midst of uncertainty. And our current political climate is very scary. And even in saying that, I'm like, current, right? For some of us, it's always been scary, right? Um, but we're going to talk about emotional well being and wrap that piece up. And this also, honestly, is a great segue into February's theme of spiritual well being. So let's get into it. So, with our discussion questions, if you are with a group, you know, you have this guided discussion initially. That focuses specifically on, the topic at hand or the focus of the session, right? If you are to yourself, use our questions for discussion as journal prompts during this time. Let them, kind of carry you throughout the week. All of these don't have to be answered in one setting if you're to yourself. Or maybe you're with a group and you like, hey, we want to talk about this again. That is okay. That is the beauty of these at your own pace videos, is that you literally can do it at your own pace. Okay. So take a moment to think about what is joy. Define joy in your own words. And always, at any point, if you need more time, press pause. All right? What brings you joy? Make a list, draw, imagine, however. But think about what brings you joy. I was thinking daydream, not so much imagine. But yeah, now, however. When was the last time you created something from a place of joy instead of pain? When was the last time you created something because you were so filled with joy and you wanted to share that? And again, pause if you need more time, regardless of if you're to yourself or you're with others. If you need it, take a break and come back. And let's wrap. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper. All right? Dig just a little bit deeper. And this part, this is a point where if you're to yourself, allow your thoughts to free flow. Like, yes, you are answering this question, but don't stop the free flow of thoughts. Really let out whatever comes to mind in this moment. If you are in a group, this is the space and the time where we collectively kind of just vent and we let out what we need to let out. And it may be on topic and it may not. But this is the space where we genuinely let it out and let it go. Okay? The question for this piece is, how do we keep joy alive in the midst of political confusion and psychological warfare? I'm going to say that again. How can we keep joy alive in the midst of political confusion and psychological warfare? Pause here if you need more time. Now, as we wrap the session, y'all already know we give additional journal prompts at the end. And if you're new here, this is what we do. Okay? These journal prompts are really designed to and shared in the hopes that in between sessions, in between us, releasing these videos, you can come back to this and kind of extend the benefit until that next time, right? So this week's journal prompts are: describe how joy makes you feel. In what ways can you experience more joy? Describe or doodle what it feels like when you struggle to tap into joy. Pause here if you need to. And that's it, folks. What are you going to take away from this time? What are you going to carry with you from taking this moment to yourself? Did you learn something new about yourself? Did anything surprise you? Think about it. One of my favorite things to do for takeaways or things that I want to kind of be at the forefront, more present as reminders in my day to day. I love writing sticky notes, or I have dry erase boards, and I write these notes to myself. I write reminders to myself. And so that may be something you want to consider for your own um, health routine. Now we're going to close the space with our farewell mantra. I'm going to say this slow so that you can repeat this softly to yourself. I have released what I needed to, and I leave it here. I am lighter than when I entered this space. I am at peace. That always just makes me feel so good, y'all. Makes me feel like, yes, I did it. All right, y'all. We don't have any current announcements, but you can always visit our website, wearemrci.org, to look at our upcoming events and see how you can get involved and support us. And one of the easiest ways to support us um, and receive something in return outside of the content that we produce and the services we provide, shop our merch. That's also available on our website. Gratitude for sharing this space with me today. Gratitude um, for listening to yourself and taking this time to yourself. And gratitude for supporting the work of mercy. Your Pathway Live sessions happen every Wednesday at 6 p.m. EST. We meet virtually during the winter, and in-person sessions will resume in the spring in our beloved Naptown, Indianapolis, Indiana. Until then, be you, be safe, and be well. Peace.